everyone, I hope you're having a sensational day so far. So today we are going to chat about fitness. My favorite topic to talk about. I say that about every single topic, but this is actually, I really do love talking about fitness. Even got the crazy eyes. Anyway, let's get started. So I don't want to sit here and list like the benefits of why you should do exercise. We all know why you should do exercise. It's good for your brain, it makes you happy, it stops you getting disease, like you're built to train, you're supposed to move, like we all know why we should be training. The question I really want to talk about is what you should be looking at, how to enjoy it, like how to have fun. So I'm going to tell you a story about me, which should help. So at the moment, you are probably, if you haven't picked a sport already or you don't have something that you like, you're probably looking at the huge variety of classes and sports that they have in the world. So when I was at school, I absolutely hated training, like, or any kind of sport, hated it. Just wasn't interested at all. I actually got into fitness via hiking, so I used to hike every day instead. And I have tried so many different sports since then. Like I have tried 2-for-1, boxing, kickboxing, BJJ, Krav Maga, spin classes, yoga, like the list is endless. And if you didn't notice, I am actually classed as a CrossFitter. Now, I'm going to tell you my CrossFitty story because the first rule of CrossFit is you must always talk about CrossFit. It's a cult. Yay! We love CrossFit.
First rule of CrossFit, always talk about CrossFit.
So about 7 years ago, when my fitness story really took off, before then I was just like, I sort of went to the gym and I used to do a bit of running, like that was my training. So when I was at uni, I was kind of half sort of going to the gym. It was my third year, I didn't really have time to do any kind of fitness. And someone at work turned around to me and said, Jade, I've just started CrossFit, you'll love it, you should try it. And I went, okay. Didn't, because I was at uni. CrossFit's expensive, like it's a commitment and it's worth it. Anyway, so about a year later, after hearing about CrossFit, I saw pictures of what she was doing at the gym and she had shredded down, she was doing pull-ups, she looked awesome, and I thought, I want to do that. So my sister had just dropped out of uni and I said, hey, let's try CrossFit. And it was interesting. When we walked in, they thought we wouldn't last a week. We've been told this, and we tried it and I absolutely hated it for 6 months of my life. But me and my sister wouldn't admit that we didn't like it because the other one liked it, so we'd go for the other person, and we just kept going for 6 months until we finally went, we actually hate this. But by that point I'd woken up one morning and gone, oh, I get to go to CrossFit today, and it snapped. And then I was like, oh, I like CrossFit now. Then I loved CrossFit, and then I was buying all the gear and I was having knee sleeves, and of course I've had so many injuries, so I was struggling with my injuries as well, so I had extra knee sleeves for all my damaged bits. But yeah, so I joined CrossFit and that was my life, and I'd go traveling and I'd try new sports and I'd still come back to the baseness that is CrossFit. So why is CrossFit so great for me? Again, I'm not convincing you to join CrossFit, I'm just telling you why I like it. So it is rewarding. At the time when I first started, I was doing a job that was a bit of a dead-end job. I never felt really rewarded or fulfilled. So when I would go to CrossFit, I would do something and then it would go back the next day and I'd do it again, but heavier. So I'd constantly get mini rewards and mini wins. So I really enjoyed having that fulfillment in my life to like fill up. So I wasn't always so soul-suckingly dead from shitty jobs where your soul isn't fulfilled. I also love the community aspect, so I've made a lot of friends through CrossFit, and most of the time I actually go to the gym to hang out with my friends rather than to actually train. So it's a great motivation for me because it's my only social, because most of the time I'll happily sit in my castle and work away because I work by myself. So I get to go and I get to see people, I get to chat about stuff, and we all have the same interests, so we all talk about being happy and fitness and what's going on and have coffee mornings. So we love the 10 a.m. squad, which is my morning crew, because we always train in the morning because I'm a morning-y trainer. Some people are evening, some people are 7 a.m, but me, I'm like just before midday, just in time for lunch kind of training girl. To give you a quick explanation of CrossFit is functional fitness. So we'll do a warm-up and then we'll do some like Olympic heavy lifting, and then we'll do some sort of sweaty metcon involving some sort of gymnastics, some sort of cardio, some sort of weights. It's great. Don't Google it. CrossFit is a horrible thing to Google because it's scary. And if you watch the CrossFit documentaries on Netflix, that doesn't help because that's not what CrossFit is like. CrossFit is just normal people moving for fun and fitness because we like to move, and it's always a nice, fun, chill environment. Like in gyms, you get kind of like judged. In CrossFit, most people aren't judging you, they're helping you and being like, hey, that's a nice lift. That's what I've always experienced. Anyway, boxes are all different. So I want to encourage you to start your journey and try a bunch of new stuff. But I'm gonna give you the first tip, which is if you don't like it, quit and try something else. Now, I know it took me 6 months to get to CrossFit, but that was kind of worth it. But it's because I would go and then I would leave and be like, yeah, I feel better. And then I'd be like, no, I hated it, it was crap. Whereas yoga, which is something I hate, I try it every year, I'm still crap at it, I'm just so impatient, like holding poses for 40 minutes, it's not built for me. So I go and I come out hating it. And that's how I know I should quit and not do yoga because I'm just bad. It's good for me. I should definitely do yoga, but I don't because I hate it and it's not enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, it's not worth your time. You should be doing something that you love. Like I prefer doing boxing, so I would do boxing instead. I should still stretch, but I stretch at home for a little bit. I don't spend a whole hour on like 7 pounds to do something I hate because I won't do it, and I don't. That's why I don't go to yoga. That's why I have to do it in my living room by myself in front of the TV. So yeah, shop around. So if you are just starting out, like if you've not done any fitness before and you're looking for something to do and you're not really sure about classes yet, try Couch to 5K. It's just an app that you download on your phone and you put your headphones in and it gets you from sitting on the sofa to running 5K. That seems like a huge amount, but it's a fantastic app. I've actually tried it. So it starts you like walking for a minute and then you kind of jog for 20 seconds and then you walk for a minute, and then the next day you jog for a minute and then you walk for a minute, then you jog for 30 seconds and then you walk for a minute. So it builds you up slowly to make it to a whole 5K. So yeah, if you wanted to try something more cardio based, that's a fantastic way to help build up confidence or at least get you moving outside. It's great. If you, like most women, are more lifty and feel like moving big heavy objects is more your thing, you've got strongman gyms, you've got personal training sessions, you've got Olympic weightlifting, you've got so many cool things you could be trying, but just like try it. So just like get out there, try some new stuff, talk to your friends, see if they do any classes and jump in with them and try it. And if you don't like it, try something else. Pick that one thing you've always kind of thought was cool and you've always wanted to get involved with and try that. So I love spin. I've always wanted to try spin. I did it. I loved it. It's the same with boxing. Like I've always liked kicking stuff, so I learned kick stuff and it was great. When I start a new class, I am always, it's the same pattern. I'm extremely nervous. I'm extremely concerned everyone's gonna stare at me and judge me. And I spend the whole time being a bit nervous. I'm gonna give you the tip that I always have to remind myself every time I try something new, is that you'll turn up, everyone will be nice. If they talk to you at all, no one's gonna care about you. You're gonna be fine, which is just true. Most people are just worried about what they're doing and how the people think about them. No one gives a shit what you're doing. You should just go, head down, look, enjoy yourself. Focus on what you're doing, see if you enjoy it, see if it's good for your body, see how you feel at the end. Don't worry about anyone else, because they're not worrying about you. They're not even paying attention. They're too busy enjoying their own little session. So try it, try new things, only focus on yourself. Don't get competitive, don't get comparative. If you've got some friends that are already into fitness, jump in on their classes and see how it goes. If not, try CrossFit if you really feel like a really new experience. Or take up a local spin class, take up swimming, take up walking. Like if you're really nervous, take up hiking, take up Couch to 5K, take up like running by yourself. Like just build up that little bit of confidence, or get an exercise bike and have it in your living room and just do that while watching the TV. It really is just about getting you from just moving at any point, and then once you've picked something you actually like, we're gonna set you up so we do it minimum of 3 times a week, so we just get you moving, so you always have that serotonin boost that will last a couple of days, or dopamine, one of them, one of the good brain chemicals. So yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. So right, fitness. So try stuff, message me about it, talk to me about it. I just want to see and hear about what you're doing, what you're trying. If you're already super into a sport, do it. If you want to try something else, like you do netball once a week and that's great, but you need more sports, then we can work around sports that can help work on building your netball ability. So we can take up things like running or sprinting or endurance things, or so many different options. So we can just do netball training. So yeah, there are so many options that we could be trying. Anyway, I will prattle on forever about fitness because I love it, because I'm so excited, because it's so important for your brain. It changed my life when I started training consistently 3 times a week. As soon as I started, I just was happier, just because I'm constantly having that dopamine release. You know, like the chocolate release where you eat and you're like, I live so much better now. It's that, but all the time, because you're constantly having that boost. It's the major factor fighting depression, but we don't use it because we do sports we hate. Don't pick a sport you hate, pick a sport you love. And if you don't love it, try something new. Don't do yoga if you don't like it. Take up something that you're physically interested in and try it, and then end up with just giant traps like these, or beautiful gymnastics bodies, or just a normal body that does fun stuff. Don't be put off by your body, and don't do the lie that I told myself for so long. So I'm going to tell you, just as a final story, the handstand story. So when I started CrossFit, they wanted me to do a handstand. Now, I always told myself I'm too big to do a handstand. I'll never get my butt over my head and support my weight because I'm too heavy. I was about 80 kilos. I have seen some women at my gym that are about 110 kilos do a handstand. So none of that can fly at all. It is a lie. No matter what, you cannot say, I can't do that because of my body type. If you have an injury, you can't do that, that's fine. Always get medical advice, but don't let your limitations of what you perceive stop you from doing stuff. Because I ended up doing a handstand. It took a month. It literally took a month of persistence because handstands are all in your brain. Like most things, I was just stopping myself because I was so afraid that I would fail, which I did constantly fail. Or I fall on my face and kill myself. I fell on my face in absolutely every possible way to fall out of a handstand. I've done it. It's fine, I'm still here. Might have lost a couple of my marbles on the way, but it's so weird. So pick a good sport, have fun. I'm so excited to hear about what you're gonna do. Have a great day, and I will see you on the gram. Message me, call me, chat to me. Have a great weekend, because it's the weekend now. Well, it should be by the time this video's come out, so